So for the past few months, my husband and I have been obsessed with the game Dead by Daylight. So just a brief summary of how to play Dead by Daylight is you have 4 survivors and you're on a team, and there is 1 killer. So the survivors have to fix generators and escape without being killed by the killer, and the killer tries to stop the survivors from escaping, basically. That's kind of like a simplistic explanation. There's a lot more involved in that. Actually, my husband started playing before I did. When I got back from the United States, he was playing it nonstop, like all the time. So I'm not the kind of person who plays video games often or had an interest in online gaming. Like, that wasn't really a thing I had been interested in, but I figured I would give it a try because he was spending so much time playing this, and I thought maybe, you know, this could be something we could do together since you can play with other people. So I started playing, and yeah, I got like addicted. It's really fun. So some of the things I like about it is that you can play with friends, and you know, you can chat while you're playing with your friends, and it's really fun. And you can also play with strangers or random people too. I really like that it has a lot of like strategy involved. Like, your main objective is to fix the generators and escape, but there's actually a lot more that goes into it. Like, you have to work as a team, you have to know your role or adapt to a different role if need be. So like, to do well in the game, it's not just fixing the generators and escaping. You have to help your team. So you have to distract the killer for some time, fix some generators for some time, save your teammates off the hooks. Also, some of the killers are killers from horror films. So like, that's kind of fun to like play against a killer you are familiar with. But yeah, some killers are unique to the game, which is also pretty fun. I do have some minor grievances with the game, which are, if you do happen to play killer, you have to wait in the lobby a really long time, especially if you're a lower level. Like, it just takes forever to get a party. So that's kind of annoying. Also, sometimes the matchup isn't the greatest. Like, you could either have a killer that's really low level or too high level, or your teammates, like one person's really low level and they don't quite get how to play yet. So sometimes the matchup isn't the best and it doesn't quite make for the most fun. And then one other thing is, some killers have a strategy where they camp or tunnel. So camping is when they knock you down, they hook you, and they stand by the hook to make it a really hard time for your teammates to save you. Tunneling is when the killer only focuses on one survivor and goes after them until they're dead. Now, I know that these are legitimate strategies killers can use, and I get that there are perks and survivor strategies you can use to counter them, but generally speaking, if a killer has those sort of strategies, I don't feel like it makes for a fun game. It can be frustrating. And honestly, I've played killer before, and I don't think it's fun for killer either. Just camping or tunneling, like, you're not really playing the game, in my opinion. Luckily, I usually am in the purple ranks, which is towards the top. I'm not the best. I don't really encounter those strategies very often. Those are usually like lower rank killer strategies. Also, the game can be kind of glitchy sometimes. Like, if you try to load into a match, it stops loading, or sometimes you go to heal one of your teammates and it won't work. So sometimes it can be a little bug. Yeah, I would say overall, those are just, you know, minor things. Like, I do enjoy the game on a whole, and, you know, clearly since I've been playing it almost every day for a few months now, I have almost 1,000 hours on the game, which is a lot. I'm not the best at this game by any means. I've only gotten to purple rank. I think the highest rank for Survivor maybe might have been 6. So I haven't gotten to red rank yet. Maybe someday. So yeah, I definitely prefer playing as Survivor. I feel like if I could get matched up quicker with Killer, I would probably play Killer more often, but I definitely enjoy Survivor more. I don't really have any Survivor in particular that I main. I usually rotate between Kate, Yui, and Fang Min. I'm still kind of like leveling everybody up, so usually I'll just go with whoever has the best items. So that's everything. I'll see you next time. Bye!